We should do another top 10.
We can.
I don't know if you have any.
Let me get one together. And then Dust, how many stories do you have? Spreading these out.
Oh, funny stories.
Hurry, make us laugh now.
Okay. Actually, there was another one I was thinking of was I was at drill, and we were sitting in our car. I don't know if we were on lunch break, Army drill training.
Oh, that's right.
For drill weekend, and I don't know what happened. It must have been lunch. I don't remember. We were just sitting in my car, and this guy like picked up a CD I had in there, and he's not Christian or anything.
Drill, yeah.
So he picks it up, and the picture of it is it's Ron Hamilton kneeling down on the side of a bed, looking at a 7-year-old boy who's like asleep. And I remember thinking he doesn't know who this is. Like this looks really freaking weird. He just sees this like old man looking down with his little boy in bed, and I was just like trying to play it off like maybe for some weird chance he knows who this is. I'm like, hey, you know who Patrick Pirate is? He's a singer. He just goes, no. I was forget it. I took it. I just grabbed it out of his hand really fast and put it back.
That is
I'm like, well, that was weird. Never thought about like how weird that will look for somebody who doesn't know who it is. Some guy sitting next to a little boy in a bed looking at it. Like,
and you have this on a CD?
It's my kids. You don't have any kids. Did you have any kids at the time?
No, this is like actually. Why did I have that? That's kind of weird. Now that I'm thinking about it, freak.
I don't know why I had that. I love Patch the Pirate when I'm driving. Just me, not for the kids.
That makes more sense than just any random person, like you having one.
Yeah, or maybe that was some Bella. Because that would have been almost 6 years ago. So I don't remember when that was.
That's funny.
Or how or why I even had that CD.
Patch the Pirates are so great. Funny. Did you guys grow up on Patch the Pirate?
Yeah, we listened to a good amount. I remember listening to most of it.
They're good.
They are really good.
Yeah,
they are.
I know. Like, what was the first one you guys ever remember listening to?
No,
I don't know. The first one, honest, I don't know. My favorite one was the Banana Man. I just remember that. Yeah, I just remember that. And we did one of their plays, I think, for school.
Oh, really?
State Line. We did. Actually, it might have been the Banana Man, whatever that one's called.
You went to State Line?
Yeah, from kindergarten to 4th grade.
How did I not know that?
I thought you knew that. I would have graduated. I graduated in 2010, so I would have been with what are the
Rio?
Names? Yeah, Rio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have been Rio, Tim Frost. I still remember all them. TJ Gardner.
Yeah, TJ.
Michael. No,
we call him Lumpy Dumpy.
Jason Ferris.
Yep.
Awesome soccer goalie.
So I went. I don't know this. I went and played basketball at State Line like a few weeks ago, and I met Todd. What's his last name?
And Todd Entman.
Todd Entman.
He was hooping.
He was balling, my friend. Todd Gardner.
Oh, yeah, Gardner.
No. Weber. Todd Weber.
No, that was Gardner.
No, it's Gardner.
And then, but he has a brother. Is it Nick?
TJ Gardner?
Is that him? Was one of them in your class?
TJ Gardner was in my class.
He was in Becca's, I think.
Oh, that Todd. I don't know who you're talking about. Todd, yes. And he's married to Janelle.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Todd Gardner married to yeah.
But I mean, he was in Becca's, right? But so he did have a brother in yours?
Yeah. Todd and TJ were brothers, I think.
Yeah. Well, he has another one. Todd. Oh, no, maybe it was just him. And then there was another pair of brothers, Nick and something Eastern.
Yep.
Is that right?
Easter.
But they weren't. I don't think yours. I just was wondering because I thought Todd Gardner was your class.
No. Yeah, he was Becca's. I think. Yeah, I think he was in Becca's class.
I just couldn't remember. I was wondering, but I thought he had like a sibling that was in yours. So I don't know because I mentioned him. I was like, Dustin, because I thought he was like, no. He was like, yeah, but he was older than me. I was in your sister's. I'm like, oh, you were in Becca's. Okay.
Yeah, Todd actually remembered me. Yeah, because I asked a couple guys when I saw. Who did I see? Somebody else named Tyler something.
Tyler Martin.
Tyler Martin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't remember me. I'm like...
He was a coach, I think.
Is he a coach?
Tyler Ball? You talking about Tyler Ball?
No.
Tyler Martin, yeah, different guy.
Oh, okay, different guy. I don't know. But...
That reminded me of something completely random, but do you guys know that Jack Scott is out of prison now?
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't
know. He got released
this year?
Recently, yeah. This year.
Oh, wow.
Like in the last month or so?
How long has that been? A couple of years?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Wait, where did this come from?
I was talking about State Line. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
It happened when I was in school, so that's why I was
okay, yeah.
I don't remember the situation. I don't know if we want to get into it. I don't remember that. Like, I know the name, but I don't remember what.
It was something he flew around or something. Oh, no, it was a minor, I think.
Oh.
So it
was a minor, but it was across state lines. It was.
So that made it a bigger deal.
Yeah,
so it was across state lines. That's right.
But yeah, he's out of prison now, which I thought was crazy.
That is. That's weird.
Anyway, you got to draft for us.
Yeah, the draft. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and
I
segue into
I
this.
have one because Dustin's here, so he might know this even more.
Do you want to
This is
be
a
the
random-
guy to do it for us, or do you want us to do it for you? I should do.
I've already
I feel,
seen him. What do you? Oh, this is a draft.
no,
I did
not a
I
draft.
did a top 10.
No, a top 10.
If you could name them.
A blind draft. Not a blind
Oh,
draft.
the blind draft.
No. I want to do the top 10
I
thing.
was gonna say you lost me.
Yeah.
All right, well let's do this top 10. I do want to do a draft thing.
We can do
The top 5. We'll do that later. So I want to see if you guys can name these top 10. The top. Well, we'll call it top 10.
Yeah.
If you guys can name this. So last episode, and by that I mean yesterday, we did top 10 cereals. Dustin, you saw the list, right? Like the list.
Oh yeah.
We did that. So this one I am jumping completely different categories. I want to see if you all. Why are you drawing a heart?
Because you get 3 lives.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So this might be hard though. You might need 5 lives. But
Oof.
top 10 most dangerous cities in America.
Oh.
See if you
Oh,
now
that's a good one.
basically all of them you guys know.
Yeah.
There might be one or two where you're like I didn't think about that, but dangerous cities in America. Surprisingly, it is on there. Never mind. So I was gonna say something, but I just saw it on there.
Atlanta.
Is that you're going?
Wait,
with
who's
the,
guessing? Are
You
we
will
gonna
go back.
or me
I'll
and you
say
are
one,
gonna-
and you say
Oh,
one.
gotcha.
Either way,
okay,
or
okay.
if you both have one. You want to go with Atlanta first?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
No.
What? That's not on
Not
there?
even on there.
What is this list from?
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's my
It just
question.
says 2023. It's a website, so it could have been on a different website.
False website, dude.
Fake news. That's so fake.
How is
news.
Atlanta not on there?
I don't know. That's nuts.
I don't know.
That's one life gone.
Way to go, Johnny. All right, I'm gonna go with Houston.
Yeah, that's got to be in there.
So no, but
Okay, this list is fake. There's no way.
Can't be real.
Atlanta and Houston aren't on there. Like, what are those good cities?
there is a Texas one on here.
I mean, it's not Houston.
No.
Okay.
What
well,
is
Here-
it?
here's what I'm wondering: is it
Wait a
that
minute,
near
are these-
Houston though?
Well, here's my question: are these known city? It's not like some Springfield,
Yeah, Springfield,
Texas, like some random city that we're never gonna guess.
No, it's not.
Their
they're
actual
not.
city. Okay. I cannot. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. It probably depends on how they do the data too.
It does.
So
I mean,
it's
yeah.
just how much crime. Just so it's not like
This
murders.
said,
It's
like so. Number one, I won't tell you what it is, but number one, has like a crime rate that is 237% higher than the national average.
oh, geez.
Okay.
So
It
Atlanta
has
and
7,913 crimes per 100,000 people.
Okay.
If that kind of gives.
Oh,
you-
okay. That makes okay. I get it, but
So, but there is a Texas one on there. I wouldn't have known this though. So
it can't
The
be
name of it.
Austin.
no,
Okay, I was gonna say. there's
I've
no
never
way.
heard of this one in Texas, but many people might have.
Oh, really? So it's not
I
San
see.
Antonio.
So this is the top 10 most
crime.
dangerous
So just
cities in
crime in
America,
general.
dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Okay.
I'm going to have to say, I got to go Detroit.
Yeah,
Get it
Detroit
off-
is number 7.
That's wild.
Oh, it's
Seven?
only 7. I thought it'd be higher.
Number 1, I had no clue this was a dangerous city, to be completely honest.
It's
But
not
I've never-
Toledo, is it? It's like, it has
Yup.
another one.
So
Okay.
we got Detroit. We have 2 lives left.
Okay.
Well, technically.
Well, New
one
York
life.
City would be on there, right?
See, surprisingly, it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
But here's the thing: what if if they're going on average of people? That might be another thing, because like New York City might have a lot of people in the. It might have a lot of crimes, but crimes as compared to how many people.
Oh,
they
because
have
there's so
might
many
be different.
people. But
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
that's why they do it per 100,000.
I think
Because
that's
that's supposed
why,
to even it out.
Yeah.
I think. But I can't believe New York's not on there.
But yeah, New York's not on there.
What did
So we
get?
got one. We
We
have
got Detroit.
We have one life.
You don't have to do lives. Just name.
I
off
want it.
some.
This makes it fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but if we get 3, are we just going to skip it and not do it?
That's what I'm saying. Then we're just like, all right,
Well,
next segment.
I mean, we can put how many times we messed up.
Yeah, I guess we can.
just
Yeah,
keep.
we'll do that. So far, we
You have as many lives as it takes, but don't take too long.
Yeah, we have things to do.
Yeah, I know. But that way, you can just name off more. So you got Detroit,
Chicago.
number 9.
9.
Yeah.
In the world.
Number 1 is very. I honestly, number 1, I would.
Is it not a big city?
No, it is. It's just I didn't know it was known for crime.
Okay.
There are so like you have this. Hold on a second. A lot of these have like professional sports teams, so that means they are a bigger city.
I'm gonna
Okay, and
say
probably- yeah.
Louisville.
Louisville's not.
I don't even think
Mhm.
about Louisville.
No.
Hmm.
So you have one in Texas, remember? But I don't even know if I know this city. I could just tell you.
Okay, so if it's not San Antonio, it's not
No.
going to be What did I say?
You
I said Houston. I said Houston.
I mean,
Wouldn't be Houston.
It's not going to be.
So
Dallas.
it has to be something that's kind of known but not known, like Waco or
Corpus Christi, maybe.
But
Corpus Christi. Yeah,
you guys are sounding like you're getting there by naming off random ones.
It's not Dallas.
Not
What is
Dallas.
it? Oh, Dallas. I say I'm surprised Dallas isn't.
There are some on here. You should get.
Actually, speaking of crime, I have an interesting insurance adjuster story about crimes. It's really interesting.
We'll have to get into that.
We can get into that after this.
Give me Orlando.
Orlando. I wouldn't have guessed Orlando.
No, I guess not.
That's Disney, man. Come on.
That's where the magic happens.
So we've missed 4.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah.
I was thinking Seattle. Is that? What you,
no?
Portland. Oh, Portland.
Portland's got to be on
That's
there.
got to be on there. Portland.
Mm-mm.
This is a bogus list, dude.
Portland? This is nuts.
How is Portland not on there?
I mean, there's a few I can't believe you guys haven't mentioned.
Okay.
Like,
LA has to be on there.
No.
Okay, this is dumb.
it'd be funny if I just show you my phone. I don't even have a list. I'm just
Yeah, you're just,
I'm just
saying
saying
no
yes and
to
no.
random things.
Oh, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's not on there. I'm just kidding. It's number 5.
Okay, oh my
Yeah,
soul.
Baltimore's on there. Number 5.
Okay, Johnny, we got to brainstorm a little bit here. This is ridiculous. This is sad.
A lot of these are.
It's More, yeah, E at the end. More. What is that?
John's
Baltimore.
really sounding it out.
All right, Johnny, let's not. We can't get 10 strikes because that's sad. Okay, we're at 5.
We have 6.
We at 5
We have
or 6? Okay,
Yeah, we can't
Okay.
go in 10. We can't go 10.
we're not gonna go back and forth. We're gonna
So what
focus
do
a
you-
little bit more.
What do you guys have? Detroit, Chicago,
Baltimore.
and Baltimore.
We literally only have 3. 3 out of 6. I'm trying to think
Do
of.
you think Boston would be on there, or maybe?
Oh no.
What about
I
Memphis?
don't think it'd be on there.
I feel like Memphis would be on there.
Yeah,
I don't know
Memphis
why.
might.
Not Nashville. I would say Memphis first.
Yeah.
Should we go with Memphis?
Yeah. Try Memphis.
Let's do Memphis.
Number 1.
Oh, Memphis is
Number 1.
what?
Then Memphis, population of 628,000,
Okay.
has that crime rate 237% higher than the national average.
Why?
That's everything I read off. In 2022, there were 15,318 incidents of violent crime, included 289 counts of murder.
That's crazy, bro.
so. Memphis, is it like gang activity? I don't know what else. But I
The
don't
most
know
dangerous
Memphis.
neighborhoods in Memphis are Shelby Forest, Frazier, downtown. Like it just says downtown. Parkway Village, Oak Haven, and White Haven, Core Lake.
Huh.
Kind of crazy.
That's my next
It's
vacation. That's for sure.
I-
That's crazy. Oh my soul.
We're gonna get canceled for that one.
We got
Anyway,
a really good,
But yeah,
Airbnb.
Memphis is number 1. I
Airbnb.
wouldn't have guessed that as number 1.
There's got to be
No.
one. There's got to be one in California. It's got to
There
be
is,
like,
Yeah.
There
What did I
is.
say? I
San
said LA.
Francisco, maybe.
Oh, I didn't
Or-
think about San Fran. Or not
Sandy
San Diego.
Franny.
Sandy Franny.
San Francisco.
No.
Frick, dude.
You're on. There is one in California,
I don't know
and
what
it's number 3.
Oh, is it the capital? What's the cap? Sacramento.
Mm-mm.
It's not Sacramento either. I'm over here wasting votes, Johnny. This is ridiculous.
I just wasted one too.
Yeah,
I got
you're
worried
right.
you guys actually said this, but I don't think you did.
Okay.
Because part of me is like, wait, I think you might have said this one in California. Maybe not.
These are strange.
I
'cause,
said,
like,
I said San Diego and San Francisco, but
I was gonna just give you the sports team.
surprised
That
if
would
San Diego
completely give
was.
it away.
oh wait, Oakland.
Oakland,
okay,
yeah.
number 3. You didn't say that already, did you?
No, Oakland
Okay,
I did
good.
not. Oakland I did not.
All right,
Oh,
so
it's
you need
got
number 2.
it's got to be an Ohio one in there though.
There's not.
we got
Really?
lives. We got 2 lives
Yeah.
left.
We got 2. Okay. Actually, I honestly thought Cleveland would be one of them, but it's not.
Oh man. So I wonder what the one in Texas is.
Also, there are 2 in California. I'm sorry. Number 10 is also in California.
I don't even know what that would be then.
This is a hard list.
This is a really hard list.
Yeah.
It feels random.
It does.
Um,
Wisconsin. No, I'm playing. Green Bay. No.
no.
No, there's no Wisconsin.
Denver.
You want to go with that?
No. No, I don't.
no confidence at all in that answer.
You want to go
Is that your
with
final
that?
answer? No.
Somewhere in Nevada, maybe.
What's the other big cities up in? Would Vegas be on there? Well,
Vegas.
I don't know. We go on to Vegas. Let's go with
Freaking
Vegas.
You guys-
No,
You want to go with
dang
that?
it. Well, we already did. So
All right. So since you guys only have 1 life left, I'm gonna make it a lot easier. What's left? So number 2
We're
is
so-
in Missouri.
We're so bad at this.
Missouri?
It's in Missouri.
I thought everybody in Missouri was good.
Yeah. What are they doing?
What's the capital there? Jefferson City or something?
So what you want to go with?
No, it's not. I was just saying stuff.
I don't know any towns in Missouri.
I don't either.
You do.
What?
It's 2 words.
Is it the capital?
I don't know if it's what is the capital of Missouri. Before
I kept thinking it was Jefferson City, but I'm probably be wrong. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know, Dan.
When
Just give us a stupid
when you
list.
say,
We're
I'm going to
already
be irritated.
failures.
I'm
We're
going to be
already-
irritated at what it is.
St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis.
That's what I
Two.
meant when I said Louisville. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like you should go from 9 to 8 up there.
St. Louis and Louisville, same thing.
Same thing, same difference.
All
That
right.
was number 2.
That's number 2.
I
Yeah.
forgot St. Louis is in Missouri.
Number 4 is in New Mexico.
I was gonna say that. I was
The
gonna say-
ABQ.
I was gonna say
Ridiculous. I got that from a show I have not watched, but just
Said
said that I'm Breaking Bad all
One
the
of those
time.
shows. Number 6 is Louisiana.
that.
Louisiana. It's not. It's not. I'm thinking like Baton Rouge. I can't think of the capitals, but it's not Baton Rouge. New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Number 8 is that Texas one, and 10 is California. Again, either one of these, I don't know, and they might be popular. I just don't know them. I mean, all right. Number 8 is Lubbock.
Okay,
Lup-
you're
is
not
that
going
what
to
it's-
believe me. I kept thinking Lupton in my head. Where's Lupton at? Is that
That's
Lupton.
Michigan.
up in Michigan?
Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Okay.
I knew there was an L something in there, but I couldn't remember what it was. Lubbock.
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 Is that what it's how you say it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. No, that's Texas.
Number 10 is Stockton, California.
Oh, we never got that.
Yeah.
That list was weird.
That list that was a hard list.
Now, the St. Louis doesn't surprise me because I've actually they're always like in the top 5 for crime. I don't know why, but St. Louis always is.
I didn't know that either. That St. Louis was, but then I heard it, and I think I've looked up stuff like that before.
Yeah, just
And
randomly.
St. Louis is always up there. I'm like,
They are. It's
St.
weird.
Louis
But
is
the
that, like that
What are they
bad?
doing over there?
Yeah,
That's where Tim Hawkins lives. Tim Hawkins lives in
Oh,
the
he
same.
does. You're right.
St.
That's why
Louis
it's so
area.
bad.
He is. Makes
Poor
sense.
Tim Hawkins up there. Just
I know. I need to. We need. I might at some point try to call him in for the pod
if we can,
because I have his personal phone number.
that would be.
What?
There
I
you
have
go.
Tim Hawkins' personal
How
phone
did you
number
get his
How did
personal
that
phone
happen?
number?
because we like that, bro. Did I never tell you the story?
No,
Did I never told you I was on the Tim Hawkins podcast?
no.
No, you weren't. No, you
I
weren't.
never told you guys this
No.
story.
I don't
Holy
believe,
cow.
I don't believe that you were. You
I'll
gotta
pull it
explain
up.
it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe it either.
I'll pull it up right now. I gotta give.
Did you
give
call in or something?
Me, give me a slight intermission.
Did you call in?
I'm surprised I haven't told you about this yet.
No, you still haven't answered the question. Did you call in?
Yes, I was on it. Well,
I'm
I didn't-
aware that you were.
I didn't call in. They specifically reached out to me and wanted me to be on it.
For what reason?
No,
I will play it. I'll play it.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Reached out to you.
I'll give you the whole backstory.
I don't
Did
believe
I tell you
any
that
of
Joe Rogan reached out to me too?
it. That's like a whole different level, actually.
You're right. I know. That's not even the same.
I was on with Post Malone. Yeah, that's only reason they didn't have my name on the title is because I was, Post Malone's got a bigger name. I was the second guy on that episode. All right, I gotta find her really quick. But yeah, I'll give you the backstory. So basically, I was on the Tim Hawkins podcast because I'm an avid listener to their podcast, and so the dynamic they do now, like remember back in the day when he would do potty break,
Yes.
which that was pretty funny. But that was when he was
It
on
was.
tour. Now he does it with his wife,
Yeah,
his son-in-law, and his sister,
Daughter.
his
Yes.
daughter, and it's actually a really funny dynamic. Like it's
Okay.
just like it's pretty funny. Like you got Tim just being a complete dork, and then like his wife, like just being embarrassed by him the whole time, and then
Yeah.
his sister is like kind of the same way as he is, and then you have the son-in-law. It's just a really weird dynamic, but it works. And so basically, what happened was they were like randomly. They're really bad with uploading like weekly. It's so funny. Like just have random stuff come up and they just won't upload like a week. And so there's a running joke of like, I wonder, what the reason is why Tim's not going to post this week or whatever. So Tim was gone from the podcast for like 2 episodes in a row. And so his son-in-law had one of his friends on. His name is Caleb. And so basically they had him on, and it kind of seemed like he was replacing Tim because Tim was always absent from his own podcast. And so I would leave comments all the time, and they would read my comments on their podcast all the time. And so when when this guy named Caleb started taking Tim's place all the time, I just like named my account Caleb Hater and basically would just talk trash about Caleb the whole time.
Wow.
And so basically what I did was I would like jokingly, I would just talk about how terrible Caleb is on the show or whatever. He shouldn't be replacing Tim, blah, 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 all this stuff. And so basically they thought it was super funny and they would keep reading them every time I would leave a comment.
Okay.
And so then they reached out to me. They're like, hey, how did it go exactly? I haven't told it. I don't tell anybody this story just because I don't want it to be like my only claim to fame. Like I know Tim Hawkins,
Right.
But so I basically they reached out to me and were like, "Hey, we want you to come onto the pod or whatever," because of a comment I left, and so they had me on. And then they had Caleb on too, and they were like, "Hey," they didn't tell me he was going to be on. They're like, "Hey, we want you to discuss your beef or whatever."
That's awesome.
So I got to talk to him, and then like a little bit after that, I went and saw him in the live show. He was in Monroe like last year.
Oh, I know. We were supposed to. I don't want to talk about that.
Earlier
I don't
this
want to
year.
talk about that.
Yeah.
So I went and I got like the VIP tickets and everything. I got to meet him and stuff. And so when we went up to get pictures with him, I was like, "Hey, it's me. I'm Caleb Hater." He's like, "No way, it's you, whatever." And then he's like, "Here, I'll give you my phone number so you can like send me these pictures, whatever." So that's how I have his phone number.
That is awesome.
That's amazing.
It is
That's
super
really
cool.
cool. That is
really
hilarious,
Cool. I gotta
though.
find the.
Dude, that would be.
I told you what Nate said about that, right? Nate Roque.
That was hilarious.
Nate Roque went to that. He's like, "That is the funniest I've ever been to."
I
Shut up,
know.
Nate.
I
I
know.
was supposed to go to that.
He really
And
do.
that's why I think we talked about this, but like I even said, like next time he comes in, I'm buying tickets. I'm just
Yeah, just don't even think about it. Just
Yeah.
buy them.
All right, it's gonna take a quick pause because I gotta find it, but I want to play you the segment.
But that's amazing. He gave you his number.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Send you pictures? Did you guys?
Well,
take-
like we got pictures together, and then he wanted me to send them to him, so I had it.
okay.
Yeah.
Gonna pee again anyway. Just play it into the mic. So this is John.
I can't believe I haven't told you about this.
I can't believe I haven't either.
But yeah,
This is
so I
John
was on the Tim
Hawkins
Hawkins podcast. They had me call in. I kind of gave a little bit of the backstory, but here's the actual
this segment.
recording.
Yeah.
And then,
So
yeah.
we actually
That's Caleb, the guy that
there
I
was
hate.
while you were off the show.
Yeah.
There was
Canceled.
Canceled. You were canceled.
Because of me.
I think that there were people out there that were trying to fix you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like taking me off the
yeah.
show.
So we actually have someone on the phone.
Oh, really?
One of our fans named Caleb.
Can
Hater.
you
Caleb
hear
Hater,
them
can
right
you
now?
hear us?
Oh, this is.
Hi, how you guys
Yeah.
doing?
Yo!
Hey, what's up, Caleb Hater?
What's your real name, Caleb Hater? Because I'm
My
gonna track
name
you down,
is-
boy.
I promise it's my real name, but it's the most generic name of all time. My name is John Markle.
That's
Wow.
a cool name.
That is kind of cool. I was expecting John Smith.
Are you related to Meghan Markle?
Oh, actually Markle, not Markle.
Marshall.
Ah.
Marshall.
Never
Marshall
mind, I take it
Mathers.
back.
And,
So, yes, I am
so
related.
Caleb Hater, I want you to explain to Caleb. He's on the show with us today. I just want to explain.
No way.
They didn't tell me this would be on.
That's awesome.
I wanted you.
Seen this coming.
He didn't see it was coming either, so I wanted you guys to, meet in person and maybe confront your issues, the problems that you have
This
with
is
them.
therapy for you.
Well, I do want to squash the beef for sure. I did. I do know how much you guys love Chat GPT and AI.
Okay, really quick. So basically, what happened was, every time I would talk about how I leave a comment about how I hated Caleb,
Mhm.
Tim Hawkins' wife would get really defensive over it and like be like, why do you hate our friends or whatever, blah blah blah. And so I basically wrote I had Chat GPT write a poem apologizing to her about hating
okay.
her friends, and so I read it on the pod. So that's what this
So
is.
Okay.
I actually prepared a apology poem for Mrs. Heather.
Wow.
I mean, it's not necessarily for Caleb, but I mean, just where it says Mrs. Hawkins, just put Caleb's name in there, I guess.
Perfect.
Okay, so it's just two birds with one stone here.
There we go. I mean, I'd love to read it for you guys.
Please do.
Please do.
The floor is yours.
All right.
The dogs.
Dear Heather Hawkins, I come to you with shame, for I must confess that I am the one to blame. I hated your friend Caleb with all my might, but now I see the error of my sight. Started with a single podcast episode. Caleb's voice grated on me like an abrasive probe. I cringed at every word he spake and prayed for the episode to be revoked. But then I realized, oh, what a fool I've been to let my hatred of Caleb cut between the joy of listening to the podcast show and enjoying the conversation flow. So Heather, Caleb, please forgive me for my foolish hate and let me make it up to you before it's too late. I promise to give Caleb another chance and listen to his voice with an open stance. I'll try to see what you see in him, and perhaps we'll become the best of friends. But if not, I'll keep my opinions to myself and enjoy the podcast with thoughts of Caleb on the shelf.
Boom.
Wow, snaps.
Wow.
Yeah, snap.
That was actually a really good poem.
That was beautiful.
Thank you,
It was not mine, it's all
ChatGPT.
AI.
I think we
for
need.
actually loving me.
What do you think? Like Caleb should probably respond.
Well, John, does my voice annoy you right now?
It doesn't, I promise.
Okay. So what about my voice was so annoying?
Honestly, that was the AI talking, dude. I didn't put any prompt
What'd you say?
voice.
I said that was AI,
Oh,
but
Amazing.
Well, I feel like, John, that you've poured into us now.
Definitely.
I feel like you've been vulnerable and you've been open
Mhm.
with the error of your ways
Right.
of coming to such a quick judgment. And I get it. I know that you love us so much on the regular crew. I get
I
that
do.
because we're lovable. We give and we give and we give. And you're like, then we bring in some, quote unquote friend.
Right.
And you're just like,
is he roasting
we
John
didn't ask you. I
Caleb.
apologize for
Caleb?
that.
yeah.
That was our bad.
It's amazing.
And
We should have run it by you first. Actually.
Honestly, yeah.
well, just
But
to,
honestly,
yeah.
when I found out the real reason why you were off the podcast, I felt so bad. Like, honestly.
Well,
Yeah, didn't his wife's?
The real reason he was off the podcast is because his wife was like getting cancer treatments and like
our cancer's
Oh,
coming back.
geez.
in
okay.
Cancun or something like that.
Yeah,
So when I
Yeah.
found that out, I felt like a loser.
that's
Nice.
Be kidding me.
yeah,
I'm
took a
the
lot of
worst-
heat.
I'm the worst host.
I mean, I got kicked out of my church.
I will
Yeah,
say.
well,
Wow.
No.
Well, John,
There's
this
one
is-
other thing.
This is kind of a significant event. We've never had a fan call in, have we?
You guys honestly put so much trust into this, like for me being the first one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, was there any vetting? There was no vetting process.
I looked at his Instagram and he said he gave me proof that he was Caleb hater because
Okay.
he sent like his how he wrote it, whatever. And then I looked at his Instagram and then he said, "Hey, here's my number. I'm getting off Instagram for a while, and I trust people that
Yeah.
don't go on Instagram."
100%.
And he looked like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
We got to do this
But he's-
again.
is
This
he
this
a
should be
nice
the
guy?
first of many.
yeah, first of
Yeah.
many. But yes, thank
You
you.
mean having John again, or just having other?
Well, fans.
Well, we
Fans.
definitely need to have
Well,
John.
John
again.
should be.
Honestly,
yeah,
John,
obviously.
you seem so chill. Just join. Just join the podcast.
dude, I mean,
So with that, Dan, I'm leaving. And I'm going.
I wouldn't
This is my
argue with
time.
you.
I'm going to the.
I was about to be like, why are you still on this one?
I don't know,
Just
but
go to theirs.
there's. I know this is kind of long, but there's one other thing that's funny that I bring up, and you got to hear it. I know you guys are loving this.
He said this was 30 seconds.
don't
My
share
bad.
this on here, but I mean, I'm there.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to it. My wife and I are coming to see you, Tim, in Monroe,
Ooh,
Michigan, on
yeah.
April.
Okay.
8th. So
All right,
pretty
you have to get a photo.
Yeah,
Are
go
you
get a call.
like VIP? Are you coming in early or for pictures?
you know, I had to go VIP. You know what I mean?
Okay, good,
Nice.
good.
So
we will definitely meet, and
Done VIP.
it'll be wonderful.
I actually have a fun story about that too.
Okay.
If you want
Let's
to hear?
hear it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I went on to buy these tickets, right? And I was just getting 2 tickets for my wife and I. And I tried to put the order through. It didn't work. I tried to do it again. Didn't work. And I literally ended up buying 2 tickets like 8 times on 2 different cards. And I was like, no wonder he's still in business.
Bought like 8 tickets.
It kept not working, so I literally bought like 8 tickets. I look at my bank account, I spent like $400 on tickets. I'm like, oh shoot! But
It'll just be you and your wife in 2 empty rows.
yeah.
That would be so funny.
I had to hurry up and find 8 friends to, convince them to go with me.
Oh my goodness.
Would've
But
went.
no,
I'm just
that
saying,
won't
we would've
happen whoever's out there that buys tickets. I got it all refunded. So
Good. Okay. All right. Good.
Nice, man.
Yeah, ticket sales immediately go down after the story is aired.
But
Yeah. Well, as long as you two will be there. It's your wife. Is she coming?
She's coming too. Her name's
Okay.
Lucy. Shout out to
Lucy?
Shout out
Oh,
Lucy.
Man. Lucy Marshall. All right.
yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Dude, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
especially
That is.
especially meeting him too, like he's a goofball. Yeah,
Right.
and his act was so good.
I will say, like, I haven't listened to his new podcast, but like when I listened to Potty Break, that was so funny.
It was.
He you could just tell him just him being himself is hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
not just his comedy, but like him just talking with other comedians and joking around. Like
Yeah.
there were times I just lost it. They were just hilarious.
The hardest I laughed in a long time was Potty Break, and I
Yeah.
still remember what it was. It was when he said the word monkey hairbrush. And if you bring that up, like to him, he's mentioned it in other podcasts.
Yeah.
Because he was just talking about something random, and he's like, it's like when you wake up in the middle of the night and you think of a good idea for a joke,
Yeah.
and then he's like, but you get up in the morning and you look at your nose and you're like, what does this mean? Like, and that's what he said. He's like, you wake up in the morning, look at your nose, and it says monkey hairbrush. What does this mean? And I don't know why. The way he like set up that joke,
Yes.
I laughed so hard I was like physically crying
Dude.
in my car. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I was delivering medicine to
Yeah.
like nursing homes.
You're
And,
just
like before
laughing.
I had to wait like 5 minutes because I was in my car laughing so hard
Yeah.
with tears coming down. I don't think I was crying. Like I have to wait a couple seconds before I go into this nursing home.
He would like he would yeah. That podcast was just, and it probably is still fun. It probably is still
It
fun. I
is,
just had to
yeah.
listen to it.
What's funny is his
But-
daughter is like very much has his sense of humor,
Oh yeah.
and like she
Oh,
is
okay.
like the voices and everything. It's funny too.
Oh okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I do need to listen to it.
That's my only claim to fame is that
That's cool though. Like you got to be on
I
that.
know.
That's really cool.
That is.
they put so much trust. Like he literally just like texted me like, "Hey, do you want to be on the pod or whatever?" His son-in-law did,
That's
and
cool.
it was just like they have no idea who I am or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
The audio on it was pretty dog trash, but it was because I was calling in.
Right.
So you're just
Still,
like, were
though,
you
that's so
just
funny.
like sitting at home?
I was actually at church. I was working. I was at
Oh.
church. Yeah, so I was just
That's
like,
funny.
I was. Yeah, I was at church.
It's nice to know where our tithes going. Just right to John.
Should be like,
on other people's podcasts.
John, the maintenance guy. Yeah, but all he does is sit there on the podcast, calling in people.
But yeah, dude, I was so nervous. I kid
Oh,
you
yeah.
not.
I would
I was
be.
so nervous. Like
I would be. That's
I didn't
cool.
want to just get on there and be like, "Hey."
You're right. You're like
Yeah,
super awkward.
I'm like, I gotta have stuff I'm
I would
gonna
have been
say.
like, "What's up, everybody?"
Just immediately go into our podcast.
yeah.
Oh my word!
So, and you listeners, if you don't know, it's a podcast called The Tim Hawkins Podcast. It's almost as popular as ours.
Yeah, they're number I think 4. I think we're number 3. So
Yeah. In our list.
yeah,
We're not even
Yeah.
number 1 in our own podcast list.
Oh, we're not. We're
We even
3.
put ourselves at number 1.
Oh my word!
But
That's hilarious.
but that's cool and that's
Yeah.
awesome that you had to be on it.
It was super cool. Yeah, especially meeting him, getting a picture. I have a picture of.
So I was like,
show you
man,
guys.
I wish I could, because I want to meet him at some point, and I
Yeah.
probably will. Because I was telling, actually, I think I told you when we were looking at tickets, like if I go, I'm buying VIP so I can meet him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the
I know.
VIP
We
tickets
talked
were like
about
$70.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
even. They weren't even expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, John bought
that's a good.
80 of them.
That's exactly.
I got a ton of them.
How funny that been though? Honestly, if it was,
You can like hardly see his face because he's in the shadow. Yeah, that's so cool though.
that's not him.
That's not. That whole story was fake, everybody.
But that is really
That's cool though. Is that the most famous person you've ever met?
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I think so. I mean,
Also-
I've met. Yeah, you guys have stories about that? Have you guys met any
I
famous
was just
people?
thinking that. Have you? I shook the hand of Buster Douglas, the guy that beat Mike Tyson,
We met
his first loss.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I
And,
shook his hand in downtown Toledo.
we met. I forgot about that. We met. That famous because I can't remember. Maurice Claret, running back from Ohio
Oh, I
State.
forgot you met him. That was cool.
We met him.
was he at the
Cold
mall?
Cold Stone
no,
ice
Cold
cream.
Stone. He went in
Columbus.
there just getting.
Yeah.
Was it was his wife and his?
He was just
was
getting
his
ice
kid
cream.
there? Or was his wife?
I think it was his wife and kids. Actually, I think,
Yeah,
or
'cause
girlfriend, whoever that was.
he was annoyed. No, he was fine.
No, his wife.
His wife was
yeah,
like, "Okay, I want to go." And we're like, "We want to get a picture."
Yeah, one of the best running backs at Ohio State. And I mean, not, again, the after story isn't the best, but he's fine.
Yeah,
now.
I know. I hate telling that story to like. Well, you're a Michigan fan, but you're not being an idiot.
I don't know what happened.
I said that to him.
Maurice Claret
He went to jail for.
went to jail.
What did he
yeah.
go to jail for?
I thought
It was
drugs
money.
abuse or something.
Oh, was it
Oh,
that?
was it money?
I was
I
thinking it
don't
was
know.
money. I don't
But
remember.
he was like
It ruined
he
his
got-
whole. He would have been in the NFL. He ruined all.
Oh
of that
yeah,
because
he was
of
a
that.
monster.
It's
But
stupid.
Crazy.
but now he is fine now. Like I think he started to help doing like
He's a
everybody
trainer.
else does. He gets in trouble. They start like programs to help kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
typical
he's like a
stuff.
motivational speaker and like
Yeah.
personal trainer.
I
stuff
got
like
to
that. Because he's still jacked. He's
Mhm.
huge. That
I got
dude's
to give-
enormous.
I guess you're saying meet though. I guess I didn't meet him.
Yeah, I meant like in person.
Like,
Well, yeah.
Mine
like-
would have been Buster Douglas, the boxer,
Yeah.
and he has the biggest hands. That
I
dude,
bet.
I mean, it was like a bear claw. Like his
Yeah.
like his fingers were like a couple inches bigger than my
Yeah.
hand. Like engulfed my whole hand. Like it was huge.
I met
The
I met a
only-
famous YouTuber this past summer. Kind of. They're like
met a professional pickleball player.
that was cooler. I met.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I listened to that. That was. I
met
googled
him.
the guy after you said that. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Tyson
No, it
11.
is
Yeah,
cool.
he's covered in tats, bro.
Yeah, I
Literally.
saw that.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
noticed that
think
too.
that's a pickleball player. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I got to give Rajon Rondo a high five. I
Mhm.
didn't get to meet him. Talk about big hands.
Yeah,
That dude.
that's cool.
Yeah. But,
But-
like I said, I didn't get to meet him though.
I met the YouTuber guy, and like he like they're called their YouTube channel is called Team Edge, and they do like knockoff. Like they do like they're like a knockoff Do Perfect kind of.
Oh, okay.
And so like I met a guy that was there, and like it wasn't that cool. Like I asked him, I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up?" And like I watch you guys. Can I get a picture? And then afterwards, I'm like, he's literally only famous because he gets views. Like it didn't
Oh,
feel the
yeah.
same. It didn't feel the same as like meeting
Right.
like a professional, player
boxer. Yeah,
or a boxer.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know,
I
see what you're
met
saying.
but meeting Tim Hawks.
Oh, I have a picture with Donald Trump Jr. Probably should have left with that.
That's a dub.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I got
People
I
think
still have
Donald
that on
Trump, people think that the Trump family are time travelers, so that's really cool.
my phone. Did they really?
Yeah, dude. There's a
That's
lot of
not-
conspiracies out there about
Oh,
the
yeah.
Trump family being
I
time
did. I
travelers.
did meet
Mm.
Kenny Walker. He's an NBA player.
Oh yeah.
So the funny thing is, though, how this happened is he came and spoke at our school. So we're walking. Actually, I was a freshman, and my friend Nick Johnson was with me. I don't remember Nick. He's a friend of mine.
Sounds
But he was
familiar.
walking with me, and the principal's like, "Oh, I know Nick will know who this is. Nick, this is Kenny Skywalker." And we're both like, "I don't know who this guy is." And I think he played for Kentucky, like in the college.
Okay.
But
Oh.
the funny thing is we're like, "Oh, cool, he's an NBA."
He was in the
player.
NBA. Oh, he was in the
So
NBA.
we, yeah, but so here's the thing.
that sounds
He was in-
familiar though. Yeah.
In the NBA, he was known for just. I think he was in the dunk contest.
Oh
But
yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
here's the thing though. Let's look at his stats.
Oh boy.
2 points, 2 rebounds.
That's why nobody knows who he is.
And that's why I'm like, so then at the same time, I'm like, this guy didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
which is why he didn't know who he was.
But yeah, again, he was in the NBA, so it was cool. And he was like 6'10", you know. But
Right.
I
yeah.
met Herschel Walker too.
Oh really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I never had seen him play ever before, but someone was like, "Hey, that's Herschel Walker." I was like, "Awesome, Herschel."
Hey Hirsch.
Hey,
What up,
Herschel. Herschel.
Yeah, but yeah, meeting famous people.
So let's go into that. If you could have dinner with a famous person, who would it be?
Ooh,
That's impossible. I don't like questions like it. To me, that's a question.
dead or alive?
What's your favorite movie? I'm like, in what genre? I
Answer
can't
the question.
Dead or alive?
I can't.
No, okay. Let me go down with this then. Let's make it easier. If you could have dinner with any, no, not dead or alive. We'll just say alive. If you could have one with any professional athlete, who would it be?
Oh,
It's gotta be Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan for you?
I would say Michael.
oh
Jordan.
yeah, yeah. I see. I'm thinking active players, but you're saying alive.
No,
oh
just
yeah,
alive.
yeah. Alive. I'd probably do Michael Jordan.
Would you?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
that's
surprised. I'm surprised you wouldn't. What's his name?
who.
I know you're gonna say now.
You know what I'm gonna
yeah,
say.
you're an
You
idiot.
killed it because I lost
You did
his
because
name.
I can't remember his name either. I lost it too.
Name. I don't want to tell you because it's the
Jason Collins.
Jason Collins.
Who's that? Is that an NBA
First
player?
gay NBA player.
Like, okay, that story was
Knew
funny
it.
because he came out, nobody knew who he was.
Yeah,
He comes out and says that, and obviously it's all over the news.
yeah.
I'm like, nobody cares who you were before. Like,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
so what? It's nothing to
Yeah.
do with basketball. Like, no, it doesn't matter.
And I think he retired like that year. He didn't play. Like he was.
I'm gay. All right, I'm done.
He was like done. And then I went to I remember this because I went to the Alcatraz Museum in Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So and his jersey's in there, and I'm like, this is the
Oh.
Alcatraz Museum
What?
for all like a bunch of. And that first of all, that museum's amazing. If you get the chance to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard that.
There's so much stuff in there.
Mhm.
Like they had like one of the original guns for the mafia. It was amazing.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
then like you get to that section of this case, and like his jersey's in there. And it's like, we just want to recognize Jason Collins for the crime he committed. What is this for?
yeah,
Like, it didn't make
Doesn't make
sense.
any sense.
Alcatraz
but-
Museum?
I don't know. That's so random.
Oh my word!
That was cool. It's just a bunch.
That's
of...
gotta be a prank. Somebody put that on there. Somebody put that in there as a prank.
Oh yeah, they just never took it out.
So okay, I guess if you yeah, probably. Who was yours? Did you just take it one?
It's hard. I feel like because it's not like it would be cool to be Michael Jordan, but I think I want to be LeBron.
Yeah,
I watched more LeBron. Than
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's
I feel like I'd have to say
Jordan's
LeBron.
more before our time.
No, he is. At
Yeah.
the same time, honestly though, I would love to meet Shaq.
That would be cool.
That would be that would be
that-
the
you know what I mean?
funnest interaction.
Yeah.
Because he would just mess around
Or
with you,
like Charles
joke
Barkley,
around.
or both of them.
Like
I'd just be on the
both
show.
of them together. No, that would be fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like
hang
I
out
would
with them two for a day.
I'd feel so small.
Well, the Mannings. The Mannings would be fun to hang out. Peyton and Eli Manning.
that'd be
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, they're funny too.
They're-
dude.
That's what I'm saying,
they're
like,
funny.
athletes, that's even hard. Like,
But see, the funny thing is,
players,
now that we're talking about it, like instead of just picking, somebody like Jordan,
Mhm.
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, picking somebody that has a personality like that would be more fun.
Yeah.
If you're with Shaq and Barkley,
It's like-
that'd be so much fun.
I would love
Yeah.
like the Kelsey brothers, Jason and
Yes,
Travis Kelsey.
Kelsey,
Was that
yeah,
podcast?
they would.
They are
yeah,
funny.
I'd
Two
listen to
NFL
them too,
players.
that'd be
Those
fun.
guys, I'd love to meet those guys.
I know.
Gronk,
But,
that's probably too much.
would
Gronkowski,
be
that's probably too
interesting.
much.
He's kind of a wild dude.
Yeah, he's wild.
No, he is. But like,
Anyway,
still,
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, dude.
hey,
yeah.
how have we not
I
talked
saw
about that?
Oh yeah,
So stupid.
dive deep into that.
So
Just kidding.
So Kate, I come out and Kate's like, "Hey, so she mentioned about Travis Kelce. I'm like, you have no idea who that guy is. You just know him because Taylor
Right,
Swift did.
right.
But anyway, and she knows that too. But anyway, she goes, "Yeah, did you see Taylor Swift made Travis Kelce famous or something?" And I'm like, I mean, he was famous among NFL players, among the NFL community. But
Yeah.
but she probably did make it. Don't get me wrong, she's way more famous. Like,
Yeah,
I
she
can see
is.
that.
No,
she's
she
a
is.
whole nother levels above him.
The memes
But
though,
like, still,
the memes that are being created are insane.
yeah.
Oh, are
They're
they?
so good. Like I saw somebody somebody wrote a song like this and like was singing it. The song that
About them?
the song that Taylor Swift make that drops after they break up.
Yes,
Travis Kelsey
yes.
breaks up.
Oh,
So
that would
funny.
be
It's
good.
funny.
That'd be good.
Super good stuff.
It is funny because like I saw this video and it was like them leaving after the game because she was at like the last game they played, maybe not this week, but last weekend or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
And they like it's just funny because they left and they like tried to privately leave and get in this like supercar with no license plate and they went to dinner and Taylor Swift paid for everyone's meal so they would leave and they could just eat alone. And
Oh,
part of me,
I didn't know that.
Part of
That's
me's like,
nuts.
I just saw this, and part of me was like, that actually kind of sounds miserable. Like those two probably can't go anywhere public.
No.
You know what I mean?
Any famous person would tell you that. Like that's
Yeah.
that's like the worst thing is you can't just go anywhere and be a person. You
Yeah.
can't. Because everybody's just in your face. Like I remember when
Yeah.
LeBron was at LeBron took his kids to Cedar Point
Oh
a
really?
couple years ago, and I'm thinking like I'm just gonna drive there. Like I remember thinking that in my head, but then I realized very quickly on Facebook, people just started posting, "Oh, LeBron," just pictures of LeBron and his kids.
Yeah.
And he's trying to walk. He's just trying to like ride rides with his kids. People are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's LeBron," like acting nuts, and I'm like, that's annoying.
Yeah.
That has to be so annoying.
Yeah.
You just want to take your
that's-
kids somewhere. People are like,
I'll
everyone's
try. I'll
picture-
try it for the day though. I'll try it for a day.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Try what?
Being
Be
famous.
famous.
I want to be the famous. Just give me the money.
Yeah, I know,
So,
for real.
To be honest,
For
Well,
real.
it's like I saw a video actually of Mr. Beast talking about how when you hit 1 million followers, you're not really like you're famous, but you're not. He goes, but when you hit 10 million, he's like people start to notice you. And then now he
Okay.
said if he hits 100 million, he's like I can't go anywhere. So if I go into a Walmart, one person asks to take a picture, and then there's like 20 people in line, and I'm like, that really
No, it
would be
really is.
I think he's at 100 million.
cool. I think, huh?
Is he? He's over that now, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's
Well, is
upset.
that on his one channel or all of them? Because he has like
I think
4.
it's combined. Is over 100 million.
that would make sense. What time is it?
188 million subscribers.
That's nuts.
half past.
I gotta get. Oh, it's 4:20 already.
I know. I gotta get going too because I gotta acquire.
Well, I guess I'll have to
How much
come
time
back.
we have recorded?
We're at 1 hour and 40. So
That's
like if
pretty
we
good.
if we can do. Oh no, we're at 1 hour 50. So if we can do like 10ish minutes, that would give us 2 episodes.
All right, let's go 10 minutes.
That's fine. If not, and you guys got to go, we can end it.
Okay.
So let's
Bank
end
robbery
let's
story?
end on a serious note, okay?
Tell us your bank robbery
I said
story.
bank robbery story. Should we end
Dustin
on that?
robbed a bank.
Dude, I do want to hear this.
So
Because this
I'm
would never.
rich.
This does
Here's-
not happen to people.
Well, John, here's the thing.
True.
Which bank robber story? Dustin has been a part of one.
Oh, actually, that's a
I've
good
had
point.
more than one
Technically,
bank
I was
robbery
there when it
story.
happened twice.
What are the odds of that?
I know,
bro?
I know. Like,
what
like,
I'm
like
saying.
zero.
What on earth?
Like 0. So the first one, oh, actually, you know what? You're wrong. It's 3.
There is 3.
There's 3.
There's 3.
There's
You're
3.
kidding me.
No.
No, I'm dead serious. I never thought about how crazy this sounds.
Yeah.
I almost said a part of. How do I say this? Not a part of. I wasn't part of the bank
You-
robbery.
you
I was just there.
You need to
Yeah.
write a book, bro. You need to
I
write
did
a book.
Yeah. My 3 bank robberies.
Give me the worst one.
No, I'll give him the worst one.
Worst one last, though. Worst one last. Yeah, no, the first two are quick. I was a security guard at a bank
Mhm.
that got robbed. Well, I don't carry. I make like $9 an hour.
Yeah.
So like, what happened was somebody came in.
Life for nobody.
Exactly. Some guy came in, slipped a note, and she filled the bag, and then he left. And then all of a sudden, the bank was locked. I didn't even know what was going on. And the police showed up, and I was like, "Oh, we're robbed." I didn't even know. And like, nobody told me.
We're talking paid at $8 an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that crazy? Oh, robbers don't tell you?
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, like nobody in the bank told me or anything. So anyway, they ended up nothing happened. So like a week goes by. People were kind of a little bit on edge. So I'm doing more rounds, walking on the building. Well, when I sat back down at my desk, I got robbed again. Like a week later, or maybe it was a month later. We got robbed again. Well,
This is in Toledo? Which bank is this?
Huntington Bank in downtown. It's actually the downtown one, the real big one.
Okay.
Luckily, nothing happened. It was just a note. I don't think he had a weapon. He ended up getting caught the second time he got caught because he was
it
trying
the same guy?
It was the same guy because he got away with it once.
He was like, well,
listen, though, I told them, I said, I need to carry. I said, I can't, I'm just standing here. I can't do anything.
Mhm.
What do we want to do? Tackle him? And my boss even said, no, you don't do anything. I'm like, then why am I here?
Why am I
It
here?
doesn't make any sense. So anyway, he got caught the second time. And after the second time happened, they were like super on edge. They were really mad at me. And they were like there was a couple of ladies who were like just giving me a really hard time. I don't do my job. I'm not walking around enough. And it was really, really annoying.
As if walking around they're going to do anything.
Exactly. Well, they ended up getting rid of
camera.
me, and they hired two other guys. Now, the two other guys they hired. Okay, so at the time I was 5'10", 180. Right now I'm like 195. I was 180. I was still in the military, and military police. And the two guys they hired, the first guy was 5'6", probably 300 pounds, and the second guy was like a 65-year-old man who was retired.
Did you say 5'6"?
5'6", 300 pounds. And I told my boss, I
roll
said, I'm not
everywhere.
trying to be mean, but I'm in the military. I'm in pretty good shape. I don't mind carrying a gun if you guys want me to. I think I should. This is like the main bank in downtown Toledo.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys, I didn't tell him this, but I'm like, you guys just hired this young kid who's like 100 pounds overweight, and this other guy who's like 68. You guys feel more safe now? I don't understand. So anyway, I ended up leaving that bank, but the second one was more crazy. So it's the third one, I should say. So this is at the third bank, and
This is a different bank. This is before or after?
This is like 2019.
This is the second robbery.
The third. this is
Because there's multiple.
There's multiple robberies. So, this one was guy came in. I'm behind the counter with another coworker of mine. He plops a bag on the counter and says, "Fill the bag." Well, we're like in the middle of a transaction, so you're just out of it. You're like, "What?" And you just ignore him, and you just I kept doing whatever I was doing. The other lady kept doing what she was doing, and he's like, "I said, fill the bag," and then all of a sudden he pulls something out of his pocket. And in the corner of my eye, I just thought it was like a phone or something like that. And he shoots a bullet through the ceiling.
No way.
Yeah. So bank robberies are like, 1% chance of it happening. But somebody pulling a gun is an even less chance. Somebody firing a gun is an even smaller chance than that. Like there's like six, like out of the thousands, there's like 10 of those a year.
What did you do? Like you just immediately like.
So when he shot the gun,
Probably started filling the bag.
the lady I was working with filled the bag because she was closer, so she started to fill in the bag. I just stood there and stood back, and he's yelling people not to move and stuff like that. And there was a lady, an older black lady, in front of me, and she just looked down the whole time. And I just stepped back,
Just hid behind her.
and I used her as a shield, obviously. No, I said, "No, move with me." Yeah, provide cover. Come on, lady. So I just stood there, and then he kept looking at me, and this guy was in the bank prior. He was here a week ago, yelling at me because I wouldn't let him cash a check because he couldn't do it because he didn't have the money in the account or something like that.
Yeah.
So he came back, and this happened.
How that happens.
Yeah, it was. He was mad a week ago.
So
anyway,
he knew you.
yeah, he did. I was the one that dealt with him. So he's looking at me and the lady. He's like, "Where's your keys?" He's like, but he was looking at me and the black lady, the little black lady, and she was looking down. She wasn't looking up. I'm like, okay, she ain't gonna respond. I'm just gonna respond. I said, "You talking to me?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you. Am I stupid?" And I said, "Yes." No, I didn't say that. Yes, you are, sir.
I mean, you are robbing a bank.
You are pretty dumb. I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, go."
You quit messing.
I
with
thought
me.
that was like a beat or something. Sorry. He's like, "Yeah, go get them. Don't try anything stupid." I said, "I won't, but they're in my drawer. I have to go walk over and get them." So I walked.
Is he pointing the gun at you?
So not yet. When I walked to the edge of behind the counter through the door, then I walked through the door and he met me right there. And that's when he had the gun pointed at me.
What kind of gun was it? Just like a Glock?
Maybe just a little 9.
Oh.
I don't know if it was a Beretta or I couldn't tell what it was. I went into my office. He was like 2 feet in front of me. He was wearing a hat, his hat backwards, a t-shirt, like khakis and flip flops. I don't know why that made me laugh because he's like, don't try anything. I said, I'm not. I got to open this drawer. I got to hand you my keys. They're in this drawer. So I opened it very slowly. He was like 3 feet in front of me, pointing the gun. I took my keys out and I handed it to him. He takes the keys, turns around, starts walking, and I hear his flip-flops. I don't know why that made me laugh, but in my head, I'm like, this dude robbing our bank with flip-flops? Like, this is ridiculous.
Put him in there. Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Flop, 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 flop.
That's why it was funny, because like to me, that's like the most unintimidating sound.
Yes.
Is like you want to act tough and you got flip-flops on.
So real quick pause. Like, what's in your mind right now, though?
It's like
I mean, you've been here
blur.
You've been here before.
I'm seasoned professional.
Is it a blur, or is it like, man, I need a new pair of pants?
No, I was pretty cool and calm, and I made the conscious decision to talk to him and not have this elderly lady do it. Like I'll talk to him. Yeah, I'll get my keys. Let me do it. I gotta walk over there. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Just let me go get my keys. Really, nothing was going through my mind. Just honestly, it's just blank. It's just do what he says because they're
Probably
not
kind of an unbelief, like this is actually happening.
It is. It's surreal. Like thinking about it feels like a dream
Or
when I
you
think
like,
about it.
Yeah, whatever. Here we go again.
Yeah,
Third bank robbery.
Yeah. I rolled my eyes and was like, oh, out loud.
You told him like, dude, this is old news.
Yeah. So anyway, he took the bag, walked out. Now I will say, when he pointed the gun at me, I specifically remember feeling like my heartbeat, really fast at that point. Like when I saw it, because at first he was just holding it over the counter.
Yeah.
But then when I walked out of the thing, it's like this close.
Yeah,
and he has it like pointed towards my chest. And I'm just like,
he
I'm not
already
gonna do
shot
anything.
a hole in, so it's not a blank.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So
it's not a water gun.
Right.
Spray painted black.
So, he took my keys, took the bag, and he goes, wait 5 minutes before you call the cops, and he walked out. And we're all just like, okay, let's call the cops. Like, wait 5 minutes.
Is there not a panic button?
No, there is, but he told us all to step away from the counters because he know there is one. Yeah. So we didn't. But luckily, the lady that was filling the bag, she was smart enough to put the tracker in it. So,
that's cool.
Yes, so he took it in there, and there's time. I mean, you've seen it on movies, trackers, dye packs. Like, it depends. There's so many different things you can do. They change it up on purpose because they don't want people to know what banks have.
Yeah,
that's what they had at the time. So they probably changed it by now. But
that's cool.
That's how he got caught. Was the tracker? Yeah. Also, I had 1/8 of a tank of gas in my car. That's also why he got caught. I had no gas in my car.
That is so funny.
Yeah, he took your car. So he took my car, my little Nissan that I still have, and they clocked him.
It's the car you drove here.
Yeah, the car I drove here. He took it. They clocked him going 115 down 75.
You supposed to go that fast?
That thing was shaking. Like I know that he was driving. That thing was like shaking at 115.
And what was he doing with the money?
Oh yeah. So if you Google a picture, so for everybody listening, Google Fifth Third Bank, Oregon, Ohio robbery, and the picture of my car will pop up. You'll see it in the images. You'll see a finger, like a hand, like one of those
what would you say?
What do you call that?
Finger hand or?
Like the mouse on the computer. It'll be like a hand. Like the pointer will be a hand. It's pointing to my car. Yeah. And if you zoom in, you'll see money flying out of the car. So he's just throwing the money out of the car. So anyway, they ended up catching him. They couldn't catch him with the what do they use? The Ford, the big SUVs.
Explorer.
Explorer. They couldn't catch him because he was going too fast. So they had Dodge Chargers from like a local county to catch up because he was going over 100. And he also wore my Oakleys. I don't know why that bothered me so much. He put my Oakleys on. He just. The cop goes, "So here's your Oakley." She's like, "Yeah, he had those on." I'm like, "What? You just put my Oakleys on?" I'm like, "What do you think you are? You take my carpet, touch my Oakleys."
That is hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went home and like washed them deeply like 3 times.
You just throw them away.
No, I still have those with monies on.
Dude.
They come with the car now.
He gets in, starts the car, checks the mirror, like fixes himself,
puts his Oakleys on.
Puts on the Oakleys. He's like, "Oh yeah, let's go."
This is legit.
Starts flying. So he's just throwing money out the window down the highway.
Yeah. The detective asked him after we picked up my car and stuff. We were asking her like, "So what did he say? Like, why he did it or whatever?" He goes, "Yeah." So we questioned him. He's like, he just opened up about everything. He's like, "My life's falling apart. My girlfriend broke up with me. My dad kicked me out of the house. He was staying at a 1-star hotel, which is like a pay by the hour hotel.
Yeah.
He had like no money to his name, and he literally told her, he's like, I just started to rob a bank. I don't know what else to do." And the detective's like, That's how you came to that conclusion. Like usually there's like a longer like background.
Yeah.
It was like
that's it.
My dad kicked me out. My girlfriend broke up. I just wanted to rob a bank. I didn't have any money. And he only got like a couple grand, wasn't he?
How old was he?
He was let's see. He's older than me. I'm 32. This was 4 years ago. So he's
okay.
So at the time he was like mid upper 30s when it happened.
Yeah.
And we just found out literally a couple months ago he's going to go to jail for like I think it's 10 years.
Wow.
It was supposed to be longer than that. We thought.
He just got like his trials and all that.
But he's been in jail for 3 years waiting.
Wow.
So it'll be 13 years by the time he gets out.
Crazy.
And you know what's stupid is like it's kind of a funny story because somebody got hurt. Somebody got hurt. It wouldn't be funny, but
Yeah.
he just didn't get away with it. He's going to jail now for 10 years. And if he wouldn't have shot the gun, he would have gotten like 3 to 5.
Wow.
If he just would have taken money and then got caught, he would have went to jail for 5 years.
Was that bank have 2 floors?
2 floors?
Yeah.
No, it's just one.
So that'd been interesting because he would have shot up.
Yeah. No. It's the one out in Oregon. It's just one. It's just a little big square.
John, have you ever had a gun pointed at you?
No.
It's not fun.
Actually, I have a funny story about that.
I do as well.
Okay, one more, and then I gotta go.
Tell yours.
Okay, so
we
one time, my brothers and Shane, we're at Shane's house. We're in his bedroom. We're just messing
This
around.
is already bad. I got a story about guns, but
Yeah.
my brothers and
We're just
Shane.
messing around, and so we have this airsoft gun, like a Walmart pump action shotgun. Or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
And there's like one bullet in the chamber. You can hear it like rattling around. And so we were just playing.
Russian roulette.
We were just playing roulette with it. Right, so we're like cocking, we like shoot it at our knee, like cock it, and we like put it on our arm and shoot it. Nothing would happen.
That's amazing.
Shane cocks it. And he looks down the barrel.
Oh, come on.
He looks down the barrel with his eye all the way up to the barrel, and he's looking down it. It's just black. It's like a long barrel, so you can't see the end of it. So he's looking down it, and he's like has his finger on the trigger, and he goes, "No, I can't do it." Turns it and shoots it at me. Shoots me directly in the forehead.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dude.
How mad were you though?
We did. I mean, I was like we were just frozen.
Did it
Yeah.
hurt?
Yeah, I mean, like it left a little mark on my head.
Yeah.
But like we were just like frozen. We were like, dude, you literally shot your eyeball out.
Yeah, like literally that would have been like permanent damage. Like
That's
100%.
not-
Like directly to your eye, that would have been permanent damage.
Was this teenager?
Yeah, we were teens at
This
the time.
teenager guy thing. Just
That is.
man. I
That
was gonna tell mine real quick. We'll end it on a good note. So when we lived in Libra, you remember when we had the guy break in?
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
This is not funny, but it's funny. So this guy breaks in to the church. We lived above the church.
Yeah.
Okay. So the church is the bottom floor. We're top in the apartment. So they broke in. They did a bunch of stuff. They left their drugs for us. That was sweet of them.
What a blessing.
So they searched all downstairs, right? Then they came upstairs.
Yeah.
So the way that the upstairs is set up is you go upstairs and to the left was a kitchen. So that was offices.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you got to think about it is when you go up into the left was like a break room.
Yeah.
And then to the right was the bathroom plus shower.
Yeah.
And then you go into this room, which was our living room, and then there was a bunch of offices. You guys, it can make sense when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
go into that, that's the living room, and then there's a bunch of office doors, but that was like my parents' bedroom, mine. I think they had one room that's their closet and a spare.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how the setup was. It was kind of different.
It's like an apartment.
Yeah,
Like a big
yeah.
apartment upstairs.
So, but the thing is, he came up, and we usually lock the door.
Yeah.
I don't think we didn't. For some reason, I'll probably say probably the Lord. I locked my bedroom door.
Mm.
So the guy came in, walked around because we had furniture and TV and all that in the living room. He walked around, so he walked past my parents' bedroom door, and it was open. But I think this dude was out of his mind, so he didn't know. So he gets to my door, and I'm sleeping, of course. So I wake up to and the doors at this, if you remember, they were solid wood, so they were heavy. So we just hear a boom. So I jump up and I hear boom again, and if you've ever been woken up like that, you don't really know what's going on because you just woke up.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, and all of a sudden my door just boom, it breaks open, and this dude is just standing there. And I sit up in bed and I'm just looking at him. And I remember I didn't say anything because I was kind of like, is this a dream?
Yeah. Right.
And this guy
you're literally in
starts,
shock.
and he starts takes a few steps towards me.
So he
and
just
he's
kicks your
going-
door in. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going, oh hey man, I'm sorry. Like you could tell he was not in there to hurt. He was just trying to take some things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to rob stuff.
He's trying to rob stuff. It wasn't. So then my dad comes to the door, and the funny part about this is my dad said he woke up from the hits too. My dad
Right.
thought it was me doing like an Xbox rage. So he said he woke.
Oh.
Here's the funny thing.
So
he's
he
like-
woke up angry.
So he woke up angry at
Yes.
me,
I didn't even think
but he
about
brought
that.
a gun.
Oh, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
I would ask Dad about that. Be like, Dad, did you know we had a rock? Because you told me you woke up mad at me. What'd you bring your gun for?
Well, it's probably just in case.
Anyway, he brought the gun, and then he comes in the door. My dad does. The guy takes a few steps towards me, and I didn't say anything because I don't really know exactly what's going
Right.
on.
Well,
And
you're
all
out
a
of
sudden,
it,
My
yeah.
dad has the gun, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And the guy's like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry," but so Dad's got the gun pointed at him, and I'm right behind him, and I'm like, "Please don't shoot." I'm right behind the guy.
Right.
How good is your aim anyway? And you're about to hip fire. So dad gets him, and like escorts him down the steps, and he gets down the steps. And my dad has also just woke up, and he grabs Steve Julius's guitar. He's like, "Hey, this is my guitar." My dad like he said, he like lowers the gun. He's like, "What do you mean it's your guitar?" And my dad goes, I don't think it's yours. And he points the gun. He goes, "Okay, man, okay." Puts it back down.
No, it's not your guitar.
And then he like escorts him out, and then the cops came 45 minutes later.
Wow.
And it was a cop that we knew, but he said that when we called the cops, he said that the what's that called, dispatcher that tells them.
Yeah.
He said the dispatcher just told him he goes, all we heard is there was somebody snooping around this place, and he goes, we get that all the time. So he's like, I didn't hurry. He's running around. He goes like, guys, I'm really sorry. But they ended up finding him, and he went to jail. Then he killed himself. It's a beautiful story.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It was sad because
that is sad.
when he got caught, my dad didn't.
He said we're going to end on a good note.
I know. My dad
on suicide.
Oh my word.
Well, here's the thing. He brought him. My dad didn't press charges. He just said come to church.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So he had to come to church like for every Sunday.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is it too dark of a joke to say he killed himself? He couldn't stand Dad's preaching.
Nope, that's a great note.
We're gonna end there.
No, but he came to church, and we do believe he got saved.
Oh
and,
yeah,
then,
I remember that.
I think
Yeah,
there was just there. I mean,
well, the amount of baggage he had, I can't imagine.
That, but I'm saying like I think he just didn't have.
Yeah,
he probably just ran out of hope because he did not have a good life.
Actually, do you think about how cool that story is? Like that all happened. Like he broke into someone's house who was a Christian.
Yeah.
And it ended up resulting him getting saved.
He got lucky, honestly.
Yeah. That's so lucky. Yeah, that's so cool though.
That he killed himself, but like he got
saved. He's in heaven then. So yeah, like, that's awesome.
But it's crazy, and they said
there's your good note.
Yeah,
there it is.
No, it is, but that is an interesting story. But yeah, so yeah, that is a good note. We got broken into.
Dude, we got stuff to do. Let's roll.
Yeah, we got to roll out.
Thanks for listening. This is a part 2, probably.
Yeah, this is part 2, which is great. We really needed a part 2 because we cannot upload.
Let's hear it for Dustin, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
Play the soundbite.
Which one?
Oh, okay, we don't even have it.
Oh my word!
I'm just gonna.
I don't even get a soundbite. This is ridiculous.
I know. Soundbite.
I don't know what that was, but
soundbite. This is a soundbite. What is this one?
If you're getting this, I'm messing with this on Tuesday. And
can you hear it? It's playing on the thing. What is it? Is it you?
It's the one where I left a soundbite. I was like, "Hey, I'm messing with this on Tuesday," and and you're gay.
Best soundbite ever.
Yes. All right.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, brother, for coming on. Music already played. We'll see you later.